Yeah, how's everyone doing? Good, I hope. Yeah, I'm going to be playing a bunch of Atari 2600 games that I like on my Atari VCS, and this is awesome, So, I'm going to pick a game. I'm going to pick Asterix because I never actually played that on the 2600, so I'm going to see what it's like. It came out in 1983. That was the year of the video game crash. And we don't know the name of any of the characters from the show because I never watched it, but I think his name is Asterix. I'm not sure, So I'm not going in the middle. I guess I don't know. We really have no idea. All I know is that I'm that yellow yolk moving around, and we don't know. Yeah, I'm that yellow thing going up and down there. And we really have no idea what this is about. All I know is that if we hit certain things, like them things, we'll get killed. So I don't know, your guess is as good as mine, I never heard about this back in the day. 1983, that was the game crash, so a few games slipped through the net. Yeah, so the red things I have to collect, the other oaks I have to avoid. Because if I do, I'll lose a life. Looks like I have 2 lives or something. So I just collect these red things, whatever they are, like boxing gloves or something. And I'm guessing that yellow thing is Asterix. And like I said, we never watched the cartoon, so but I'm fairly certain it's nothing like this. Yeah, so that's the great thing about the Atari VCS. We can play games that we never got a chance to play in the past. Because if we saw something like this, we wouldn't want to buy it on cartridge. But now that I've played it, I think I'd pass on it because all you are is a yellow thing collecting red punching gloves. That's about it. So pretty boring, I think. Yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna go back and choose a different game. And this suite is called Free 80s Arcade. But all you have to do is type in Atari 2600 games on mine or Atari VCS games on mine. And okay, so that's Asterix. Well, we're going to choose a different game now. Just click back there and you're back to the main screen. It has every game. It has Atari games, Activision games, and other games from other companies like CBS and iMagic and stuff. Yeah, so Bank Heist is a game I know that is good. You have to collect the maze, sort of like Pac-Man, your just car, and you have to collect all the money, and there's cop cars out to get you. But you have to collect gas to keep going, and the car can drop off like mines or something like that the police cars run into, and if they do, you get more points. So yeah, it's actually a good game, I think. There's something on that red card there. You collect these things, they're money and the cop cars, they collect all the money before they catch you, and you drop off mines to kill them. So it's a good game in my opinion. It's a Bank Heist, and it's a game that you can play one-handed. What the objective is to get out of the maze. Yeah, once you collect all the money, you have to get out of the maze before they catch you, or you have to blow up all the cop cars, I believe. But I've got about $60. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so you got to collect all the money, and get out of the maze before the cops catch you. The blue cars are the cops. And it's a good game in my opinion. And I got 120 bucks, so yeah, that's pretty much it. But it gets harder and harder, the mazes change, and your car can run out of gas, so you have to get all the cash and get out as quickly as possible. So pretty cool like this game, you know. And we never saw this in my shops back in the day, you know. Bank heist. But the Atari VCS is awesome. We could play these games. Because say if I wanted to buy this on eBay, it costs a few and you can drop off like mines and stuff, and the cop cars can run into, you know. But you want to get all the money and get out of the maze as fast as you can, like you might getting cornered. You know, so it's a good game, Bank Heist. It's way better than Asterix anyway. You know. Ooh. Yeah, pretty cool. 240 bucks, so yeah. But my car's running out of gas, so yeah, I got 50 bucks for taking out the so it's game over. Yeah, true. So it's a good game. Bank Heist. Fox Games too made the game. Pretty cool. Like I said, there were so many games on the 2600 that it's impossible to play them all, like, you know, because fans are still making games for the 2600. That's how popular it was, like, you know. So I'm just going to escape this, choose a different game. Bank Heist, pretty cool, you know. And like I said, this site is called Free 80s Arcade. Has a whole bunch of arcade games here down the side. But you know, up the top here you have 2600, 5200, 7800. You'd have Sega consoles, so, and they all work well with the modern controller, but not so much with the classic joystick, you know. But if you're using the VCS controller like I am right now, yeah, we're gonna have fun here, you know what I mean? Yeah, so I'm gonna play Defender for the 2600. I love so you have a whole bunch of games: 5200, NES, Atari 2600, Days of Thunder on the NES. If you want to play that, you know, which is not a terrible game in my opinion. But Defender, you have the NES version, but I always prefer the 2600 version. We remember getting this for my 2600 back in the day, like, you know. I got it in 1984. We got mine, Defender. Only cost me 15 quid, but back then 15 quid was a lot of money, and like a Defender is awesome, in my opinion. Now this, yeah, so pretty cool. You got to stop the humans from getting turned into mutants and stuff, and pretty cool. And it's best playing Atari games at night, you know what I mean? And it looks awesome on the VCS, it does, you know. It's trying to do it one handed, it's awkward. Yeah, like that was the great thing about the Atari 2600. Yeah, the games didn't look exactly like the arcade version, but the gameplay was intact. The fact that you could play these games at home, you know, without having to put in tons of coins, you know, was awesome. And the VCS looks awesome. Look the way the light shines on it. Looks awesome. I love it, you know. So I'm doing this one handed. I'm doing my best here. See the red jokes. The humans get turned into mutants if you don't save them, like, you know. But doing pretty good one handed, I have to say. The Defender's awesome, and it's definitely in my top 20 Atari 2600 games, you know. So that week that as a human. Let's see if we can save him. No, that means he fell to his death. Yeah, so yeah, Williams actually made Defender, you know, and for the longest time, I always thought it was an Atari game, you know, and I was actually in the arcade playing, and I was just convinced that it was an Atari game. Like, your man says, no, it's Williams made it, and at the time, I didn't realise that Williams also made Doom for the PlayStation 1, like, you know, so yeah. I got off the first level anyway. I'm doing pretty good one-handed, I have to say, you know. And you know, that's how good the VCS modeling controller is. Like, you can use it one-handed and still make a video, you know. Yeah, so pretty cool. My hand is starting to get a bit cramped, you know, because I'm stretching my fingers, you know. But yes, that's the Defender. They awesome stuff, like, you know. So like I'm saying, the Atari VCS is awesome. You're gonna have tons of fun playing it, you know. And this is just one online emulator out of many, you know. That's what I'll keep trying to tell people. You know what I mean? The value is there. I mean, you have hours and hours of fun. And not just like Atari games, you have NES games, you know, it's awesome, you know. So I'm going to go to NES games, you know. I'll just pick a few. You know, it's that easy, you know. It gives you a brief history of the NES, you know, and stuff. Which, you know, if the NES never came out, there would be no video game industry because it was pretty much dead. Like I said, 1983, but Nintendo brought it back to life. And thanks to that, Atari came back, Sega came into it. Then other companies like Sony and Microsoft, and, you know, because of the NES, you know. See, people want value for money, and that's what Nintendo did, in my opinion. But not only that, but great games, you know. So, yeah, 1942, 1943, loads of games here, you know. Games that we never even knew were on the NES, you know. I'm trying to find something that I know of playing. Airwolf is on it, which is pretty cool. I'm going to try this racing game here. AOI Unser Racing. Al Unser, he's probably like a race car driver or something like that, you know. Okay, so Turbo Racing, Al Unser Turbo. Yeah, I think it's Indy 500 or something. Yeah. So we're gonna press start and it won't let me start. So I don't know. Says click here to load mobile touch device. Well, I don't have one now. Change the game screen. Doesn't make any difference. So for some reason, I don't know, like, you know, I can't use the modded controller on this game. So I don't know. Yeah, so anyway, but there are other online emulators that let you play NES games, you know. But I'm gonna avoid that as much as I can because even though I'm pretty much a nobody on YouTube, Nintendo wants to crack down on anyone making content using their games, you know. And I don't want to face anything like that because I've got zero money left to fight back against Nintendo, like, you know. I don't want that attention, so I know it's okay to play old school games like 2600 and make a video about it, you know. Because it's the 50th anniversary of Atari, so I'm going to focus on that, like, you know. But on this site, yeah, the VCS controller, it does you can play 2600 games. Berserk, right, I'm going to play Berserk. This is the classic, like, you know. And I hope Atari or I think the company that actually made Berserk was called Stern Electronics made Berserk, you know. And like I said, for the longest time I always just assumed Atari made it, you know. But this was an arcade game and I never actually played it in the arcade. And it came out on the 5200 as well, like, but it's awesome. Berserk, you know. Shit, hit the wall, hit the wall. Yeah, yeah. So Berserk is awesome. It's hard to fight for diagonal, but do it one-handed, you know. So do my best here. It gets faster and faster. And if you're playing the hard mode, about the evil face called Evil Otto comes on the screen. You can't kill him, but he can kill you. He can even go through the walls and stuff. So, but this is just an all-time classic, like Berserk. But got killed very easily there. I'll try that again. And yeah, it was hard to find this for the 2600 back in the day for me, you know. And we were searching everywhere, and I found a fella in Mexico on eBay who had one, but I had to give him €100 for the game. People called me a madman. I had to get it, but now we could play it, you know, on my new Atari VCS, and it's awesome, you know. Yeah, so like I thought Atari made this game, but it didn't. Stern Electronics made it, you know. I think Atari just published it, you know. But if that's the case, then they have control over it. We don't know how it works, to be honest with you. You know, even though it's copyrighted Atari, is it an Atari game? You know, because we've never seen Berserk on any of the Atari flashback systems. I haven't seen it. It's not in Atari Main. It's not in the Atari 50th anniversary celebration. So it's not an Atari game, or they don't have the rights to it anymore. I think that's how it works. We don't know, to be honest with you. But all I know is that it didn't show up in any of the Atari flashback systems. It didn't show up in Atari Mania or the Atari 50th celebration, which isn't a huge oversight as well, because this is the big game on the 2600. You know, in my opinion, you know. So like, that's my question. Like, this game is copyright Atari 1982, so does that mean Atari's still allowing the game? Or what's the story? Because I'm thinking maybe they sold the rights, like Battlezone, and that's why they can't use it anymore. I'm thinking that's the case, you know. But I know that a crowd called Stern Electronics actually made the game. You know what I mean? So like, I don't know how it works, you know. So that's my question. If anyone knows like the story behind Berserk, did Atari sell it like to somebody else, like Battlezone? That's why they can't use it in any of their collections or flashback systems or anything. But Berserk is an all-time classic. Yeah, this site works great with the VCS controller, but it just seems like NES games not so much. But like I said, there's tons of other online emulators on the Atari VCS, and just playing it at night time is just the best way to go, like, you know, in my opinion, you know. So we'll play one more game, and then we'll so brilliant stuff, like, you know. Berserk, brilliant. So so I'm trying to think of a game that I can sort of play one-handed, like, you know, alphabetical, you know. It's awesome. One thing I'm going to check out if we can play the Sega games with the VCS controller, right? We have 7800 games, 5200 games. I'm going to go to Sega games, you know, the SG-1000. That's like before the Sega Master System. But it's pretty much the same hardware, just different cartridges that go in the SG-1000, you know. Back to the Future, Alex Kidd and Miracle World, Breakout for the Sega Master System, California games. You know what? I'm gonna go to Breakout for the Sega Master System. It's a compilation. Centipede, Breakout, Missile Command. Okay. Pretty cool. They put a lot of work into the Master System version. It looks like I have to use the keyboard to play this game. Alright, spoiler, it gives you the spoiler and stuff, the points and the crab and stuff. Pretty cool. So it's telling me the X and Z button and the arrow keys are for movement. Yeah, so they put a lot of work into the right, so yeah, there we go. Yeah, the arrow keys are movement. So I'm gonna go to centipede. What the hell? Yeah, so this is centipede. Pretty cool. They put a lot of work into this, I tell you, for the Sega Master System. You know, even has voices and stuff. Yeah, I can't move, but yeah, I have to use the keyboard. So cool music, I have to say. Like, they put a lot of hard work into this for the Sega Master System. We didn't even know this was on the Master System. So yeah, the arrow keys are moving, but I can't move. So yeah, so the Atari VCS is awesome. You can play, you know, tons of Atari games on the Sega Master System and stuff. But that, like I said, there's tons of other online emulators let you use the Atari VCS controller or the joystick. You know, just this one. It seems to be the Atari 2600 games you can use the VCS controller. You know, but Sega Master System games here you have to use the keyboard. Same with NES games, but it's not a big drawback. Because the arrow keys are movement and the Z key is 4, and the Master System only has two buttons, just like the NES controller, and the X button is start, you know. Whereas the Master System, it didn't have a start and pause button like the NES controller, you know. This is awesome, like, you know. And the Master System had voice capabilities, so in many ways it was far superior than the NES, like, you know. But the NES had the better games, unfortunately. Well, that's my opinion anyway, you know. But yeah, they definitely put the effort in here with these Atari games on the Master System. So it's a great way to celebrate the 50th year of Atari, you know. Like, Atari was on everything: Game Boy Advance, Sega Master System. So my name and all, pretty cool. Put a bunch of A's. Yeah, so that's just a few games that I like to play on the Atari VCS. You know, it's awesome. You're gonna have hours and hours of fun on it, and it looks just awesome in my opinion. You know. Yeah, so I hope everyone has a good day. Take care, bye bye. You know. So bye bye.